Oh, see who comes in. Where has that gone? You can see one person there. I'll just see if anyone else comes in. It's early, so I'm just going to go ahead with this in a minute. And whoever catches up, catches up. But it's a funny old game of life. It's a funny old game, Tapper. Hello. It's a funny old game, isn't it, this game of life? My God. Oh. Hi, shalom. Yeah, I just felt the need to come and say this because it's funny old game, funny old game of life cycles that hi Effie, that you know, seem to regurgitate itself from the past. I don't know how this is going to come out, so I've got a few cards to show you my thoughts on the cards because I normally go intuitively, and then sometimes I look at a book to see what they were saying, and it normally roughly matches up. Oh, 7 in the house. But it is matching up to what's been going on, and it is still to do with the energies, and it's a very important time. Hi, Queens of Swords. The energies that are going into this weekend are the 14th of September, but now up to then, not taking negative energies and things of the past, funny old game, with us. So let's get rid of the energy we've been seeing at weekend, because that sort of energy knows what it's doing, and we don't want that. And really, you have to look back and laugh at it, because that's what I normally do in the end. I mean, I'm still learning, I'm still growing, I'm still not trying to get triggered and stuff like this. It's a process. Anyone who says it's not is lying. Anyone who says he never gets triggered is lying. You get triggered in some sort of way. It's if you recognise it and then sort of can transmute it. Sometimes I say by laughing at something you've seen, or just the whole game of it all, because it is a game. Yeah, it is a game. It's a game of life. It's a game that's gone on since time dot. Yeah, we've been hoodwinked. That's why we've not been able to play it properly to its full potential. But we are starting to realise what that is. It's about energies, folks. Hi, Dave. So I'm just gonna. I've wrote a few notes down. So let's see if this makes sense to anybody. But I've got everything out in front of me, and I'm like, oh my God, I don't even know what's what. So yeah, an addiction to truth it is, and that's basically what we're searching for. So when we're seeing all these different sides of, I'd say, hi, Miss Chan, truth in communities, whatever you want to call it, all going at each other, it's like, hang on a minute. We the people aren't the ones we should be fighting against. It's the up aboves, I mean, as in the elites, whatever you want to call them. These people that have hoodwinked us. We're all looking for truth, and we'll all get there in the end anyway. No one's got the right or wrong way of doing it, but some people out there do believe they do, because there's a lot of ego involved in it, and that is a fact. So I'm just going to start off the way I was going to start off. So if you've just come into chat, you know, I might not see you because I'm going to just try and get this out. So don't know how to start off. I'll start off with some artwork. So I've been doing this. This will make sense in a minute. This embroidery thing that came into my head, and it's going to have words on saying, close the physical eyes and open the mind's eye, because this is where we know these don't see what we truly are or the true energies. These see what we've been told to see, if you get what I'm saying. It's going to have words on it, and it is going on the back of, on a t-shirt that I got yesterday. And it was meant to happen because I got a stain on it, and I just bought it and thought, I forgot a stain on the back of it here. But this is actually going to go on the back of this t-shirt, and then it'll have words on it, because I think, well, if we've got to pump some positivity out, I'm going to do one of my embroideries on the back of the t-shirt, and it'll have those words on it. So it's going out. So that's nearly finished. Also, when I've been drawing pictures, I do a lot of this sort of stuff, with this sort of stuff, like a crown, and I'm thinking, crown, why am I always drawing like a thing on the head? And then I'm like, oh yeah, it would make sense, because we're all ascending up our chakras, if that's what you want to say, to our crown chakra enlightenment. Crown chakra, your crown. Why does a queen wear a crown? Policemen wear a hat with the protecting the crown. That's why I think a lot of women in other religions, not over here, wear things on their head. They're protecting their energy, they're protecting their crown chakra, so people aren't stealing energies. That's how I sort of see it. Yeah, crown chakra. So in my big witchy book that I've had for ages, which is a brilliant book, you know, tells you a lot about a lot. It says, here's Roxanne. It says, crown, colour, white, universal. Now, this is what made me think, well, yeah, it all interlinks with everything I've ever been drawing in like these sort of pictures. And it says, association. This is a link. Hi, National Gardens is universal consciousness, universal unity, I would say as well. Some people don't want that, but tough, it's happening. Wisdom, yes, truth. Transformation in a spiritual way. We are coming into the spiritual realm again because it was disconnected. They separated us, tried to separate us from the spiritual. They've been doing it since time dot. It's like I said, who was into the witchy stuff? They had all the witch burnings. What were the witch burnings? Separating, mostly women, by the way, separating the feminine again. That feminine, divine, you know, it's all to do with nature, the earth, and all that sort of good stuff. Not going into it, but the women again, the women who had, you know, those sort of natural powers that knew about all this stuff. Body areas, brain, and the pineal gland. Well, that's what I've been talking about. That's what that picture is that I'm putting on the back of a t-shirt. Emotional, it says peace. Well, we're after that. Purity. Well, yeah. Cuts through mental confusion. A lot of people are very confused at the minute. Energy is very confusing. That's why there's a lot of loggerheads going on at the minute. Encourage the growth of new ideas. Help shy people open up. That's what we did a lot when we did the meetup with Roxanne. There's a lot of people said they wouldn't have come on their own, and they did. And also that thing of it's all about growth. It's about balance. If you look back at yourself when you were younger, all through your life, and you haven't changed in any shape or form, because there is people out there who just seem to be staying the same in your energies, in your what you're doing. Because to me, if you haven't changed or grown with something or took new ideas and left the other, then you're not really growing. That's what we're here to do. We're here to grow. We are knowledge seekers, truth seekers. That's what we're here to do. We're ever expanding, we're ever spiraling up, we're ever seeking, you know, we're ever growing. It just spirals and spirals and spirals. It never stops. The people who just go, yeah, I know it all, and I just don't need to look because I just sit. Well, you've stayed stagnant then, because you're forever, ever. When we get to the whole point of this, there'll be something beyond that. We'll all be like, wow, because there is. Then we'll all be researching around that and looking at that and like delving into that area. And sorry, my hair's just, don't know what it's doing today. And all that, and it's really good. You're supposed to. It's all about growth. It's a game we're playing, and all the lessons that come in our experiences are to help you grow. It just depends how you, as I said, navigate around them, transmute them, blah 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 blah, whatever. So I'm going to go into. I just don't know I'm doing this. Right, I'll start off with what I wrote. So it's about bringing back the balance in every area. So if I can't see you in chat, it's hi to everybody, but I've just got a hi Sue Clark. I've just got to get this out. So talk among yourselves in chat and look for the old, you know, bridge dwellers who moan about getting chucked out. Yeah, they don't want unity, but they moan about getting chucked out. But you know, not interested in bad energy. So I was watching a bit of Philip Daniel Miles is the astrology channel. He's brilliant, and he was even linking up with what I was thinking today. Like, obviously, it's all interlinking because it's, you know, universal consciousness, consciousness with all of us. Is what was it? Yeah, we're coming in balance with the male and female. That's energies and the divine. And some men out there have got to realize it's, you know, they get scared of feeling a female energy, because you have that within you as well, as women have the male. That's not about being gay or a lesbian or whatever. That's what some people don't understand, and that's why they're scared of it. It's about technology. Yeah, 17, I can see that. I'm 3 is a magic number. technology and science, if you want to call it that, science and spirituality merging back together. That's what Atlantis did. It fell because they got a bit greedy. But people are trying to push that apart, saying it's woo-woo. It's not woo-woo, it's what we were. It's what we were part of. You could say science tech is more the men, and then you've got the spirituality is more the women. It's that whole male and female thing going on again, trying to fight that thing. Well, it's coming back together, it's merging. The whole thing about duality, people going about duality going into one. Well, we need the dark and the light. We need the dark to see the light. You have to see the dark things to see the light. But it was brilliant. What I don't know what the lady was called on Philip Daniel Miles' channel today, but it was great. I'll be watching her. She's in astrologer as well, and she was saying you've got the dark and the light, and then in the middle you've got quantum. Well, yes, because we are part of we are, a part of all and everything, because it's everything's energy and we are part of everything. So when I think of Q, quantum, we are part of everything. And there is a chat I want to do on Trump soon, because some people don't, how he puts things out. Because the other day, I just want to throw this out there. I went and took Finn to school, and as I was walking back, because it was raining, something fell on the floor. I thought this had gone missing. This lady said, "Oh, excuse me, you've dropped your dollar on the floor, this dollar." And I was like, "What?" I was like, "Oh, thank you." I was like, "Oh, that's where Finn put it, in my coat pocket." So that was quite funny. So yeah, quantum, we're part of everything, and we're part of it all and everything. The all and everything. Like I said, it's all about growth and learning. It's about if we're looking at different things like sadness, and then there's happiness, and then there's anger, and then there's peace, and then there's love, and there's hate. Things have happened at this weekend. When you see someone in hate, it's like, do I want to be part of that, or do I want to be part of the peace brigade, let's call it? I'd rather be part of the peace brigade. Do you choose to be in sadness, or can you turn that to be in happiness? Because I always say, look for the silver lining. Always look for the silver lining. Yeah, because everything that comes in that you say is dark, it is needed. It's just a tool that is helping you see something. And if you don't see it or choose to resist it, it's going to keep coming up till you do. It's just giving you something to get over. Yeah, light is the only. But what we're saying about saying light is the only choice, but you have to have the dark to know what the light is. Do you know what I mean? That you do it, like, you have to see the dark to know you don't want to be a part of it. To be but it's all about experience. You have to experience. It's only your experiences that you will gain truth. Like I said, there's many people out there on other people's channels looking at other people's stuff, thinking they know it's the goddamn truth because someone else is saying it. And I'm talking about people slagging other people off. They don't know these people. They haven't experienced being around those people. That's why me and Roxanne had the lovely meet up, to meet people that could see we were real and experience what we experienced. That's why I'm going to Kidderminster, to see, some of the people down there. It doesn't mean I'm going to be resonate with everybody there, because some people are on different levels of stuff they're looking into, and I'm not into some of it. I'm into other parts of it, but that's okay. It's still sort of the same thing. We're all on the same path. So if anyone gets what I'm saying. Also, yeah, an egg fell on the floor today when I was having breakfast. I had scrambled egg, and I saw it as like a bit of a sign, which was a bit mad, as the egg fell on the floor and smashed. And when you drop an egg on the floor and it was on a tiled floor, I was like, oh God, this is so hard to clean up. Oh, and it was like, ugh. But I threw some salt on it and it soaked up and it was easier. Salt is a purifier, and I saw that as there is a big mess going on in the world right now. Like I said, we're in the eye of the storm. Someone else said this the other day. I've been saying this. We're in the eye of the storm, looking around like chaos everywhere, But it's going to be cleaned up. It's going to be purified by pure waters and other energies. And that reminded me of the egg. I know that's a bit of an analogy, whatever it's called, but putting the salt on. I could easily clean it up with pouring the salt on it because it makes it easier. So there is a bit of a mess going on, but with purification, which is love, we can change this, and it's all coming in. That's what happened this morning. Also, yeah, so the cards, I'm going to do the cards now because I think it was on my phone. I put it on Instagram. I'll come into chat in a minute. So Yeah, it does. Yeah, that's why I was saying I've seen the dark, which helps the light shine brighter. It does. And the dark energies do want to come to the light as well. They see you. When you're shining your light brighter, negative energies see you. That's why a lot of people who are shining the light will get trolled and stuff, because that's just the way it goes. But I'm going to show you some cards I pulled out. Well, I won't say pulled because I don't pull them out, they jump out. So you're welcome, National. So funnily enough, this came out today, and it says, my outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. We're just talking about experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So we're all trying to hone this in. But like I said, if you've got someone there who's really, really, really coming from a really dark place, angry place, it's like, what's going on inside yourself? You know, what's going on inside yourself? So like I said, if you recognize it and you think about it after contemplation, you think, oh, next time I'm not going to try and behave that way. But someone who just carries on doing that, which I can see a lot of people doing that, yeah. So that came out. And then the ones that I put on Instagram, the way I saw it, I'll have to read out what I put, show you the card. For one, this came out yesterday. We know this is happening. It says justice. Now, we know there's justice coming. You know what I'm talking about, what side I'm talking about. Let me find my cards. Yeah, and you can get pretty upset about stuff, but you can think about it after and contemplate. Sometimes you can laugh at stuff sometimes. Right, I've just got to find what I wrote because I won't remember what I wrote. Right, this came out the other day, and I was meant to do a chat on it the other day when I said I was going to do a chat, and then I didn't, because if I don't feel like it in the end, something's going on, obviously I don't. So a lot of people see this as a really demonic, evil card. It isn't. It's Kali. Oh, yes, she's got skulls around her neck. Yeah, it could be seen as bad to some people. It depends what eyes you're looking with, because at the end of the day, it's about getting to the root problem. See the tree cut in half, getting to the root problem of not just what's going on, ourselves as well. Also, the tower falling in the background, that is to me, it looks a bit like a chess piece. We know what's going on with the checkerboard floor. Hi, and you know, it's game over for the old guard, because there's new things coming in a new way, in a new earth or a new world or whatever you want to call it. I see the skulls around her neck on the necklace are our, you know, when I go on about karmic cycle, our old lives that we're getting rid of. We don't need them. People call them skeleton, whatever it is. We're getting rid of them. We're cutting the cycles of the stuff that doesn't well, what's the word? Doesn't give us anything, doesn't bring us anything. If it's bringing you misery and pain because you're constantly thinking about it, woe is me, and oh, do you remember when that happened? Does it matter? Because that actually is in the past now. That's on a different timeline. Cut that timeline away and get rid of your karma. Then I was thinking of karma today. Karma. Then you'll become karma within yourself, calm, when you've cut the karma of your karmic cycles that you're holding with you. You don't want to take this 17 and 7. You don't want to take this into the 14th of September, because on the astrology side of things, they're saying it's big energies and things that if you're going to take the same old energies in the same old ways, like a partner or something like that, it's going to repeat itself for another 12 years. So when you say, why is it always happening to me? It's because you're taking them same old. You've got to stand up in your light. No means no, you know. You've got to start looking after yourself. That's why I've been a bit quieter. You've got to love thyself, not in a big-headed way, but like I've always said, if you're not looking after yourself, you can't look after your family or kids. People go, I put my kids first. How'd you do that? And someone said about on an airplane, I've said that before, if you're going down on a plane and you have to put a breathing mask on, are you going to put it on your kids first or you? Because if you put it on your kids first, they're not going to be able, you know, especially if they're younger, you need to put it on you first so you can help everybody in your family. If you're not well in yourself, in your well-being, you know, it's not, no. If you're giving everything, yes, we do give, but if you're giving everything and you don't give time to give to yourself, you're going to wear yourself out. Yeah, we are manifesting a new earth. Exactly, we are, Alison. Yeah, karma to karma. That's what I say, karma cut the karma, and you'll become karma within. That's what popped up in my head today. So this is not bad. Kali is, let's say, the end of the old cycles, the end of the old guard. There's the third eye going on, you know, shut these physical eyes and go within. It's the end of the old guard, the old ways. People get scared because it's a new beginning. Newness is a bit scary sometimes. Yeah, it is. But it's what's needed. It is needed because the man-made, it's like I say, when I was going back to witches and stuff, it was more women that they killed in them days, was the feminine. Well, religion's man-made. You know, that side of the stuff that they put in there, that's, you know, tried to twist you to believe this, that, and the other to keep you in fear. So there we go again with the man and the woman, but we're coming up, we're coming into balance. So just because we're seeing a lot of chaos going on in the world doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It isn't. It's people. We the people are the ones we've been waiting for. Some people going out there, oh, they keep saying like, such and such a video, Trump thinks he's the Messiah, or he thinks he's the one who come to save us. No, he's putting a guidance out there. He's showing us the dark so we can see the light. We're the ones that have got to do it. We hold a lot of power, and that's what they didn't want us to know. There was another card as well the other day, this isn't today's, which was out trick or treating. Here we are. We've had this before, which also reminds me of, yeah, it looks quite dark. Pumpkins and a bit, you know, Halloweenified, which reminds me of the seasons. The seasons are always changing. That's why we have to always change with the seasons and the energies. If not, you're going to stay stale, stagnant, angry, stuck in the lower realms of negativity, which we don't want. So I just need to find the book on this because I didn't do my sort of own intuition on it. I'm just going to read out of the book. Which one is it? Let me go and get it. And I've got quite a few cards to get to because I've got a few from today, which totally makes sense. Some people don't like cards, but it's only a tool. Everything's a tool. Trump's a tool. I don't mean in a bad way. I mean a tool into showing us, you know, Q's a tool. It's to show you what's going on so you can start being the being that you want to be and not for the, you know, coming to the light more. Where's the book? Oh, yeah. So this one, that card, where's it gone now? Oh, don't know what I've done with it. Where's that gone? Oh, yeah. Number 5 is, so I can't really see in chat because I'm just concentrating on what I'm talking about. 5 is, where did it say? It says in this book, the meaning of it, knock, knock, we're here at your door, front or back or window, dressed in black, appear 4 little ones. If you include little jack-o'-lantern, they may look scary because some things that are new look scary, don't they? Things that we haven't seen before, maybe from the spiritual side of things, may look scary, but it's just because we're not used to it. But take some time to discover what they have bubbling away in the cauldron. It would be wonderful, and yet you may be fearful of its woeful. It's going to take courage to find out the truth. Well, no shit, Sherlock, because you know you've got a lot of things popping up, people shilling, people that's on air or in the real world, you know, people trying to put you off your journey. That's what I would say. But if you find the courage, you'll discover that you do not need to be scared by the appearance of death. That's going back into this card. It's death of the old ways, and we're bringing in new ways because it's not for the people, those old ways, not anymore. He's just here to help you change, and Jacko is changing our energies, changing our frequencies, getting on a better frequency, a higher frequency. It's here to help you light up something you've been hiding from ourselves. The little witch with her apprentice, which made me laugh because Finn shouted out, welcome to the future, welcome to the witch world. Well, no shit, Sherlock. I don't know where he got that from. They are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic with a K. Don't be afraid. Yeah, they mean our power. Everybody's got it, energy and everything. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving, magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. And this is what's going on. This is what's been going on at weekend. People are judging people, assuming stuff they know nothing about, especially like I experience it anyway on YouTube, thinking they know me and other people when they don't. And they're judging all the time, judging everyone's appearance, what they, off what someone else said. Understand what lies beneath and discover what is they want, because it's about people's intentions. You can get people who act all nicey pie and the opposite way around, and it all just depends. And then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairestine. I can never say that properly. And it means all these 6 senses. They say we have 5, we don't, we have 6. It's a 6th sense, it's a spirit sense. That's what's coming in. The ability to know and not to rely upon appearance for your signals. It's not appearance, it's an energy. You'll know someone's signature, the signature energy, signature frequency. So, we saw a lot of that at weekend. It's a signature being given out, a pattern as well. When we would like to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of your story too. The message is, it's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take time to discover that what something is really all about, or simply judge it based on how it appears to be at first glance. There's a lot of that going on. Bit like the Q thing. At first glance, people think it's something. At first glance, people think Trump's something else when it's nothing to do with politics. The trick or the treaters, and that's my opinion, by the way, help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns. That's what it's all about. The trick or treaters help you see through the conditioning, the programming, and the old thought patterns, yes. And as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. And all you need is courage. Boom. So that was that one. That was yesterday. And then the ones that came up today, which I'm going to go into now, and then I can come in chat, is, if you don't resonate with it, you don't resonate. Yeah, it's fun, fairy on. Right, the ones today are... The ones that popped out were 10 of Stones, green, earthly, green. And the stones are the earth element. We also had the 5 of Mirrors. Ooh, the 5 of Mirrors. I wonder what that could be saying. And, the last one that came out was the Divine Child. Well, boom, boom. This is what we all are. So my take on this was, I just do it intuitively sometimes without looking at the book, is, I'm just seeing what I wrote because I won't remember what I wrote on Instagram this morning when I put them out, was, number 1, this one jumped out, and it's only going to be quick. 10 of Stones. I see this is very earthly because it is. It's green, so I think of heart chakra as well, Mother Earth, grounding. This person's grounding. So I see it as, this is what I wrote. Today's jumping cards I read as 10 of Stones. At this time, we need to remember to ground ourselves within, ground ourselves in nature and also within ourselves. Nurture, love, kindness to yourself. Take time for you. Go on a walk. Go on a nature walk. Breathe in the living waters. I think I was meant to put breathing waters. Be with yourself and enjoy. That was just a short interpretation of it, because we need to ground at this time. We need to be more around nature, taking our way from, if you're feeling a bit stagnant or negative energies are getting to you, because they will do at the minute, because they know what time's coming up on the 14th. Go out in nature. I'm going to do that tomorrow. Even though my garden's finished off now, so hopefully when that's set, I'm dead happy about that. Yay, you can get back out in the garden. And the next one was 5 of Mirrors. Well, mirrors, mirror on the wall. This one I put 5 of Mirrors. We are looking at I think I was meant to say ourselves through others, mirrors, reflect. So if you see yourself in another and their energy is good, soak it up. If it's a negative energy and you see yourself in that as well, dissolve it, contemplate it, get rid of it, cut the ties, like I said before, and dissolve it. And then I put in brackets, dissolve. Dissolve means to, in my eyes, dissolve, solve that in you and let it go. So solve the problem in you with that anger issue or whatever it is. Solve it and let it go. That's what we're here to do. You know, solve it, dissolve it, solve it. You'll solve it if you dissolve it. Yeah, getting a bit like, you know, and the hands over the top as well as the crown chakra we were talking about. The crown chakra, hi 007, the crown chakra. And she's holding a lotus flower, earthly. To me, that's as above, so below, as within, so without, which is what the whole thing's about, like I just said at the beginning. The last one was so prominent to me and a lot of you because it's a divine child nature. Divine child is what we all are, but she's got a little the sun and the moon on her hat, and she's got butterflies, a big symbolology of butterflies. My tattoos, I will go into that in a minute, but she's got a little paint palette. Now, paint palette, I was thinking of painting today because, as I wrote today, hi 007, divine child, you are this is what I wrote, you are a divine child, always be childlike, it's your inner source, like a child, always seeking, learning and growing. That's what we are here to do. You are your own creator. She holds a paint in her hands. Paint your reality, paint the colors of your rainbow. You reign over you, a rainbow of colors. You reign over yourself. The Queen thinks she reigns over everything. No, she doesn't, not for long. We reign over ourselves and ourselves inside ourselves. We reign. We are our own creators. We create our own reality, as most of us know. That's why she has a little paint palette. Art, yeah, the divine child. Art is one of the biggest divine powers we would give. Someone said the other day about art, it doesn't prove anything. Yes, it does. What were they doing in the cave days? What were they doing in Egyptian days? They were drawing on walls and showing us about the stars back then. They were trying to tell us then. But when those that came in that wanted to deceive us, saying it was something else that it wasn't, and we all believed it. But when I paint, when my art comes out, like I said before, it's coming from within of something we've always known. Like I said, I draw a lot of pictures like this and was wondering why I kept doing this. Now I see it as it's us spiraling up to the crown chakra. You wear your own crown. I am a queen and you are a king of your own Game of Thrones, let's say. That's what it is. That's why the Queen wears a crown and it's purple velvet. Do you know what I'm saying? Because these people knew. JJ Jedi, haven't got a clue what you're talking about. There's a lot of people been coming in lately saying stuff like that. Are you my friend or not? If I haven't said hello to you in chat, it's because I'm trying to talk. I just said at the beginning, if that's what it is, I don't always say hi to everybody because I'm trying to get chat out. That's why normally I say hi everybody. And if I go in a chat on someone else's chat, I'll say hi everybody, because when I'm trying to do stuff at home and I'm trying to watch a chat and trying to type, it annoys me a little bit because I'm trying to multitask. So if you've just come in and just been shouting hi and I didn't see you, that's why. So hi, read that. Who was it? Is that what it is? Because I don't know what you're going on about. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, JJ Jedi. I'm not having a go at you. I'm just saying I try. Someone said to me last night, you are? I was like, yeah, it's just when I'm in the flow of talking, I can't really look at chat. If anyone has got a YouTube chat, if you haven't got a YouTube channel, it's really hard to go live, try and look at chat, but try and get out because it's distracting. Do you know what I mean? So if anyone's come in, hi. If anyone comes in normally and you're thinking, I've just shouted out a million times to Dolly, I need to get it out first. That's why I said I'll talk about what I'm going to talk about, then I'll come and say hi to everybody, because I get too distracted. So no, I am still loving you all in chat. Don't worry about that. I know, but some people have been asking me lately because, normally like hi, but sometimes when I'm in the flow, I can't look over there. and I get a bit distracted. So no, you're fine. You're all fine. No, I haven't fell out with anybody. Yeah, everyone wants to speak to the daughter. So that's why I said I will come in after I've just got all this out of my system, because we've just wanted to go through the cards. So what else have I been talking about drawing? What was it? Oh yeah, because I'm going to New York soon. Dun, 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 dun. Going to Trump Towers. I've got myself a new blank thingamajig journal notebook thing. I was going to make myself one of mine, but I haven't. With some new pens, because I'm going to be journaling about what I see, things that I spy over there, symbols and all sorts of different things. Drawing what comes in. No, I've not been on YouTube a bit because I was fed up. So I've probably missed a bit and had a bit of fun. Don't worry, JJ. Everyone's going through their own problems at the minute. Different energies are coming in. So I'm saying, make sure you're watching things that keep you up. That doesn't mean watching me or anything, just whatever it is, yeah. So, no, Bob, there's a lot of people, I wouldn't say emotionally unstable, there's a lot of people going up and down in emotions. If you know about as above, so below, energies coming in that are making us, the Schumann resonance of Earth and all that, it's making us do this as well. It's just learning how to, like I just said before, karma and stuff. Yeah, there we go. Bridge dweller under the bridge there. You get them in, shine your light, and they all come in, don't they? Oh dear, oh well. Like I said, there has to be, where there's light, there's dark, so you do get them in, don't you? Won't worry about it, just laugh at it. Yeah. But, and what I mean by, I would normally make myself my own book, the books that I make sometimes for myself, my own little journals. See, there's the crown chakra thing going on. I think they've been in a lot of my drawings, come to think of it. I think they have. What was I drawing last night? I think I was drawing something last night. But I love just doodling in books. Like, some are notebooks, some are drawings, some are all mixed up. That's the one I put on Instagram the other day. It's just things that come into my head. And this one. This one was like a lady wearing a scarf, covering her crown chakra, keeping her energies in. Yeah, star of our own movies. Yeah, that's what the lovely Philip Daniels Miles was saying today on his channel, which is a great channel as well. We are the stars, star of our own. We are a star. Are we projecting down here our little souls in our little soul self? This is one I did last night. I was talking to someone last night saying I do this. It's quite calming, It's not finished yet, but one of these squiggly things going on. It's a bit like all the consciousness and all the stuff swimming about. It's like sometimes you just go, yeah, I resonate with that. I'm going to take that. I'm going to put that in my backpack, and I'm going to take that. Sometimes, someone said something about a backpack the other day, and it's good. It's a good analogy because you've got a backpack on. You've got to unload that luggage, that baggage, of things that don't bring you any happiness. Unload it, let it go. Poo. We're going to start loading it back up with nice things that do help us and do move us to go on. So you're picking, out of there like, oh yeah, resonate with that little bit. It could be a video. Like I said, you don't have to resonate with everything I'm saying or anyone else, but you might go, yeah, resonate with that. I'm going to take that into my belief system now. I'm going to have a bit of that at the minute, or I'm going to have a bit of that. I'm going to put that in my backpack. Maybe tomorrow or 2 months down the line, I might start going, do you know what? I'm going to unload them bits again, because that's not fitting into me now. And that's where people go, oh, you're contradicting yourself. I'm like, no, it's just that I learn how to evolve and grow. So those might fall away. And this is why I'm saying the people who never unload or take new things in again, because we're going to a new earth anyway, so it's all going to be new with different ways of thinking, doing things, being connected to one another in communities and everything, because this is what is going on. How can you, I will speak to you in a bit, I'm going to. The people who are so stuck in their ways, who never unload their baggage, are the people who are shouting and screaming. You're not evolving, you're not growing, you're staying stuck in a cycle. You need to get out of that cycle. So start unloading your bag. Have a look in that bag, have a rummage around and think, this is what I believed in one more time. Did this do me any good? It did at the time, 5 years ago, but that is not doing anything for me now. Are these people doing anything for me now, friends, whatever it is? Are they doing anything for me at the minute? No. So let's unload that. Now let's take new aspects of something in and bring them in and put them in my nice new shiny backpack, which I do need one. I need to get a nice one for college because I don't actually start September. I've got told to start in January. I was like, ooh, okay, get this year out of the way first. That's good. Yeah, that's what I mean when I'm on a roll and I start flowing with stuff. It just has to come out, so I can't really speak in chat. So I'm like, So yeah, and that's why I say, that's why I'm always drawing little things. And I made myself a little bag that carries all my little notebooks. I feel like a nutty professor, but my little notebooks are in here, the ones that I all draw in, so I can carry them around. And anyone who's into art, these pencils are amazing. I got this pencil by Graphic Gear 1000 Pentel. I think it's a 0.9mm drafting pencil. It's heavy, it's metal, it's ace, it's got a little clippy thing on it. You put the lead in. Where's the lead? You buy the lead separate, 0.9. Oh my god, they're just, I don't know what it is about the weight, but it's just brilliant to sketch with. I love it. And at the top, it's got a little secret rubber, which I've nearly rubbed out, but you turn it around the other way and it's got another little, and they are about, you don't have to sharpen it. No, you don't have to sharpen it. And they are about £11, but the ace, just something about the weight, it's just lovely. So I got this yellow one. I love it. No need to use a pencil sharpener. Yeah, I am a girly girl. A pencil sharpener, don't need to use one, but that is an ace pencil if anyone is into. I just love sketching. I sketch every day, so near enough every day. So like I said, anyone that came in, because I'm at the Kidderminster meetup, I should be wearing this top with this on that I've designed, and it's going to say, close your physical eyes and open your mind's eye, not the eyes that you're programmed to see stuff. And I got this t-shirt. I think I might have to start doing a fashion range. I don't know. Handmade, of course, because there's much more intention and energy that goes on it. And it's going to go on the back when I've done it, which hopefully will be before I go, because I do believe energies can come out in the artwork. If someone's buying artwork, or I don't just mean mine, anybody's, if they are putting a lot of love and attention and good intentions on it, it goes out there. People can see the message because you're wearing the message. That's why I do the bags, my bags that I put out. People can see a good message. So you're pumping it out for these eyes to see as well, which will go in the subconscious. That's why, the TV puts loads of adverts out and this, that, and the other, because it goes subconsciously, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, why do I feel hungry for a McDonald's? Because you've just been watching TV with 100 McDonald's adverts on it or whatever. Not that I go to McDonald's because I don't watch TV, but just saying, that's why advertisements are everywhere, programming you to buy, and consume. You're going to consume anything, maybe consume stuff with a good message on, because some people don't know there's a lot of sports labels out there. They're not good messages. They mean a lot more than some Nike and stuff, but just saying, it's all right. You can transmute it, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, and just some cards before I do come into chat. Thanks for all the nice comments, Q-peeps. It's very draining at times following AI, the stuff. Yeah, this is what I'm saying, JJ Jedi. I don't follow it to a T now. I know about Epstein. I know what's gone on beyond what some people think's gone on. I know about all that stuff. It is being brought down. It's just in a process. I'm going to talk about that maybe before I go to Kidderminster this week, because there's something to do with the law of one and even how Trump's getting things out, which I want to sort of put out there and just see what you think. So that'll be enough chat. But it's, once you know, this is why I say don't go too deep in them rabbit holes where you don't come up. This is about seeing the dark. 17 still in the house. Seeing the dark and knowing that that was a time in the past that has been going on for a long time. It's not nice, but we're heading, it's all about the now. So what we do now, we can bring into the future, that these things won't be happening. So some of it is very sad, but the silver lining is, because more and more people are waking up to different sorts of stuff, we are moving our timelines to go into a better future that will be for our kids, and so on and so on. Yeah, trust the plan. I trust the plan. That's why I don't go on about it to a T like I used to when you first find things out. And you're like, you know, people do it on Flat Earth, people do it on every sort of, you know, truthing community, Q and everything. You want to bash everyone over the head with truth, then you realise people are going to find it their own way in their own divine time. Just trust the plan, but like I said before, make sure you look after you. Yeah, of course Q will be back up soon. It's that whole thing that's going on with Google, and was it Google, and what's the guy called? He had a Q pin on his badge, the one who, the owner of Chan. And they were also suppressing Joe Maspo's Plan to Save the World by Q, the Plan to Save the World on Joe Maspo's channel by 90%. A whistleblower came out and said that. So, so just, you know, if you're feeling like that, this is why I say, go and make sure you have time for yourself, and especially get out in nature and just nurture yourself just nurture yourself. Yeah, trust the process. Yeah, trust the process. Everyone's on this journey. It's a hero's journey, your journey, nobody else's. That's why I say people can come and shout at other people off other channels and do hit pieces and all this really childlike stuff that's going on. Just know thyself and just do your thing that you need to do that keeps you on the right track. And if it's keeping you in a positive vibration, then and just look for that thing that will keep you in a positive vibration, and that's the right path. If it's something or somebody that doesn't, cut ties with it. If that's somebody's channel or a friend or something in the outside world or whatever, then just make sure you do that. Yeah, that's true, Jim. It has been a long wait for others to realize I am not mad, the world is changing. Exactly, because there's a lot of people that go on, I was awake for 50 years, I was awake 10 years ago. And I've said it's not a race. This was meant to happen the way it was meant to happen. Certain people were supposed to wake up. There's different waves that was meant to wake up. So we weren't all like, I mean, that's why there's chaos going on now, but not everybody. So yes, people way back have had to wake up for us to wake up, but also there's another thing going on is some of the people that woke up years ago have got stuck set in the ways of certain things they thought were going to come in then and are really adamant when we're also showing them new ways as well. It's a bit of both, it's a bit of balance, if you get what I'm saying. So it's all good. Yeah, and some people are awake since the womb, do you know what I mean? I mean, we all were anyway. Everyone was awake since birth. When you were a child, it's what gets programmed onto you and what your parents said and your parents and parents. And someone said before, oh, one of my wife or something, someone was saying, their wife said, well, you can't say that because my parents taught me that. They were dumbed down as well. But I knew bits of stuff. That's why my name's Dolly Daydream, because they off-wit fairies, because I was around nature a lot. So I knew certain stuff. And then it all makes sense now with all the other stuff I found out, even the dark side of stuff. So, you know, we've all been awake, but a lot of us fell asleep to the deception of, you know, all the things it deceived us with celebrities. They're not the real stars, you know, shiny gadgets and things. And we started forgetting. Now people are looking at you know, realizing, waking up and thinking, hang on a minute, this isn't who we are. You know, we weren't born out of hate. We weren't born in anger. It's what gets put on us, projected on us through mainstream media and films, hearsay and all this. And this is what's happening on the outside world. But like I said, we are in the eye of the storm. Go with the flow and you'll know. So some other cards that also came out that I just did an intuitive thing on this, not what the card said, but I will read what one of the cards said because it was sort of what I was thinking. Just let me find it and then I'll come into chat for 5 minutes. Because we know anyway, we have a sixth sense that they try to tell us it's a fifth sense. No, we have a sixth sense. That's why the film Sixth Sense come out and they tried to make it scary by the boy that I saw dead people. Yes, it can be like that. People do see dead people, but they tried to make it more scarier. That if you're seeing something you don't understand, it's only because you don't understand and it can seem scarier. They don't want to tell you that. So they want you to stay away from it. Right, so this card fell out before, the Three of Swords. Now, what I saw this as is, number 3 reminds me of the Trinity anyway, so it's mind, body and spirit sort of thing going on, tied up in a sort of bondage, you know. Yes, there's blood dripping off in red. I mean, was that not what our we all see red as the satanical sort of stuff going on, tied up in all the lies and the deceit. But in the darkness of this, there is a lot of light round. So, you know, the light is coming, and to see the darkness, you will see the light. Now, what the person who made these cards said, what this card meant, I normally do it off do what I think is it that one? You know, it's a short reading, but it says, and I thought this was very good. Right, this is what the person who made this card said. So it says, so I can't see you all. Three of Swords has the power to change your life completely, as heart-wrenching of time this may be. Well, it has been heart-wrenching. It is an honest and transparent, like Trump always says, you have to be transparent, and we do have to be transparent. Look at your current experience, all wondering, guessing. Right, hang on a minute. And intuitive inquiring is now replaced by crystal clarity. Well, crystal clarity. While this may be painful, clear, this comes with great relief of understanding. The card depicts three swords pointing downwards, bound together by a mangled ribbon of blood dripping at the bottom. The background behind the swords is blackened and grim, because it was grim, and what we found out. The outer expanded energy, there we go again, is light. The light of truth will always reveal itself. Well, isn't that what's happening? People are getting revealed for what they are, those in the dark. But the truth of things that are coming are coming. And it's not just about the shape of the earth, people. All the lies brings you into that, but what's beyond it? And that's where I look, because once you got to that point, it's not just because they're using taxpayers' money at NASA and all that. It's way beyond that as well. Why? Then it says, I'm going to come in chat in a minute. Within this raw and fresh discovery, there is the inner knowing that one has been in touch with this knowledge all along, which is what we just said. You have been feeling something rumbling under the waters for a long time. No shit, Sherlock. This is now being fully acknowledged. There arises a deeper trust in what has been felt, and stronger and clearer in connection, empowering your intuitive abilities. The power of intuitive abilities can come and go. They strengthen and weaken depending on your connection with your inner being. As you go through the experiences, as what we were saying, and are able to learn to trust your intuition, will become clear and refined. What is presently being revealed in your current experience brings you into the heart of being. Well, there you go. What you were feeling to be true, yes, feeling, not being told, has now been confirmed as harsh of an experience. This may be immersed strength and internal power will rise. You will never be the same, and the depth of your character will ascend to places you cannot fathom in this moment. You will shed your old and worn robes in the exchange for your magic cloak of royalty, your crown chakra, not royalty, that royalty, and etheric splendor. Yeah, and that's what we were just talking about at the beginning, wasn't we? Your crown. Wear your crown proud, shine your light. I'll come into chat in a minute because I can't see what anyone's saying. When avoidance is present in subtle or gross levels, the levels room for untruths to hide within your experience. Three of Swords is a powerful reminder. When something is felt intuitively, it is important to inquire and acknowledge what is arising. Immediately, ignoring the messages, I've always talked about the messages, your body and your internal systems are signaling, is denying aspects of your being that are trying to communicate and warn you. As you allow these messages to fully come through you, honor your spirit and strengthen your internal guidance system. Honor your spirit, honor yourself. If you avoid what is arising, you will sever something, or you will sever your energetic cords, which in their natural state work with you in harmony. The invitation here is to listen deeply and not fall into avoidance of what is revealing itself to you. As the truth of what has been felt emerges into full understanding, whether it be from yourself, another, or your environment, you may feel you knew all along the facts before they were revealed. This proves to you. Yeah, your experiences prove to you, nobody else, you. This is a problem people have. Show me the facts. Show me the proof. Jesus. We're revealed to prove. Mother again. But she rings back. To trust your inner guidance above all, influence your discernment. Despite the pain you feel from this experience, there is also relief for knowing the truth, because I've always said the truth will set you free no matter what you find out. Hold yourself in a loving space as you feel the pain and allow it to be seen and acknowledged. As we just said before, you will begin to heal and not store the experience as trauma. This is what I'm saying about letting it go. See it for what it is. Remember it, see it, and then let it go. If you bring it into yourself and let it stay there in, what did it say there? As a trauma, it's not going to help you. Now is the time to be with and honor your pain as you begin healing, because you won't heal if you don't let it go. Each one of us processes, feels, and heals in different ways. And this is why I say to people understand things in different ways as well. So when someone out there thinks they're Goddo something or other and they're telling you what to do, and you're like, yes, but I understand it this way. It might be the same thing, but we all understand it different, you know. Some people might heal through art or whatever, but you know, each one of us processes, feels, and heals different ways. Listen to your intuition, nobody else is yours. Don't listen to me, do your own thing. Bring your gentle compassion to your heart. Be with the presence of your own being and let your inner light heal this experience. Bit of meditating, you know. Right, I'm nearly at the end. Painful experiences give you the opportunity. This is what I was saying before. Painful experiences give you the opportunity to push you in ways that break down old cycles and old shelves that are ready to die. In many ways, they will strip away illusions and leave you raw with nowhere to cling or grasp into the physical world. This pain has the opportunity to draw you inside and teach you to trust more deeply. Learn to fill your cup with the ever-present divine light, which I did hold a card up yesterday with a little swan on it with an aura and said it was like the Holy Grail, you know, fill your own cup. Deeply from divine, hang on, what was that? Deeply learn to fill your own cup with whatever presence, divine light that there is now. Your experience will assist you to live more deeply from the inside out. Give, trust, and love from your highest expression. Start with your first, then what you cling to crumbles. You are left inside with the power of your natural being to move freely, navigate, love, create, and be in harmony with existence. You now have the opportunity to become more open and valuable. Do not deny any aspects of yourself. Dive in fiercely with that which wishes to be seen, felt, and heard. Celebrate what leaves your field. Celebrate it. It might be a bad thing. Celebrate, let it go. It was giving you a life lesson. Your field, for it means a new portal is opening. You will now experience and learn to be in a deeper alignment with your heart, because that's what it's all about. Not saying it's easy, but yeah. When that which arises is dark, it is not to be shamed. It is to be seen, explored, loved, and accepted. There is no precise guide or map which the presence of your own being, your encompass, the energy of the moon and the sun, which holds both aspects of shadow and the light. Your being becomes more integrated instead of staying on one side or another. There is, because that's the thing, isn't it? It's merging one side or the other. It's for the problems. Your being becomes more integrated instead of staying on one side or another. Their depth is to your being with the willingness to look in any direction. Know you have infinite space to hold all energies that arise. Release avoidance, and in a deeper trust will emerge within. The harm, what does that say? There's something I can't read that. And divinity of your being and making friends. Congratulations for diving into the dark side and coming through to the light. You have crossed the threshold. Boom. Because those that don't want to look at the dark, you know, you need to, because you have a dark side to yourself. There was another card that I'm not going to read out of what they say it is, but I didn't see these two cards fall out, but I just thought, oh, a wand, a snake, serpent, covering her eggs. I saw this as very, because it is Mother of Wands, motherly, obviously, protector of family. Also, and I dropped an egg on the floor this morning. Also, see the light behind, very golden, because we are going to the golden age of enlightenment. The wand I see is magical, but I see this as us protecting our magical selves, our power. People are trying to take your energy, take it back. Hold your wand, your power. You have all the power within you. You can protect your family and yourself. That's about protecting yourself as well. You know, also, this one popped out, daughter of swords or daughter of something, mother of something. My mum just rang me. Swords again, because a sword to me is a bit like armor of God, and the sword cutting through the truth, you know, cutting through truth, which is, some people see this as the Watchers. And this just made me laugh, because there's a lot of dark, but there's a lot of light coming in, and you can see, and a lot of light. And then I saw these little stars or orbs, and there's 7 of them. 7 of them in the sky. Just saying, work that one out yourselves. But it's all good. So that's what I just wanted to come on and show you those cards. Also, just to say, the butterfly thing, one of my favourite decks is the Chrysalis Tarot, because I see us as butterflies. We're going into we've been in a chrysalis stage for a very long time, and now we're emerging as beautiful butterflies. I have a lot of butterflies. And this book I got years ago, and even Lady V off Holistic Realm, what's she called? Holistic, oh, what's her name? Realm, oh, I can't get a name right. You know what I mean? Sorry, Lady V. This book ages ago about the butterfly, and one bit in it, a tiny little bit, I just want to read out, is when, you know, when they turn into a butterfly, because this is what's going on. This is why I love butterflies. Hang on. Just read this little piece of, oh, because Lady V did a book about, a children's book about coming to enlightenment, and it was a little butterfly. I thought, yeah, oh. Let's see. So it says, story time, folks. Her feelers quivered and Stripe knew, Stripe's the caterpillar, by the way. Her feelers quivered and Stripe knew she was speaking, sorry. Right, start again. She just turned into a butterfly. They've been chasing something for a very long time. They kept going up this massive, it's a really cute book I got from America. Oh, we're all climbing up this big thing, we're all being a load of sheep, and we got to go and do this. What's up here? But nothing ever was up there. So then they realised the true potential was, you know, going into a butterfly. But it says here, her feelers quivered and Stripe knew she was speaking. He couldn't make out words. Then slowly he seemed to understand. Ooh, what they doing? I think, oh yeah, what they doing over there? You know, they're over there all chasing that, and we'll have a look over this side. Somehow he knew what to do, because we've always known what to do. Stripe climbed again. So he climbs up. Oh, yes. And Yellow waited for him. You know, waited. There's a lot of us, a lot of you that have waited for us lot to wake up. And they're here, my little chrysalists. And then until one day, oh, back together again, being what we were always meant to be. And that was the end, or was it the beginning? Because all the little nests of people trying to reach something all came down. We're like, oh, what are they doing over there? Oh, we better go and make a little chrysalis and turn into the little light beings of butterflies we are. When everybody else woke up, the masses. It's just a really cute story. If anyone gets what I'm saying. Oh, but it did say, sorry, I missed a little bit out there. It did say, this is a page I missed out, very important. It got darker and darker, and he was afraid. We've just been talking about the dark. He felt he had to let go of everything. Let go of everything you thought you knew in the past. Ascend into a butterfly. That's what that story was about. I've had this for quite a long time, and it's a beautiful story. So, you know, I've always had stuff like this around me, but it's beautiful. And that's why I love the chrysalis deck. That's why I love butterflies, because where are these little caterpillars trunning around in life, our, you know, life story? And then we're like, hang on a minute, don't want to be a sheep anymore. I don't want to. We're going to go and hide and be a hermit for a little bit. And we're going to go in a chrysalis and we're going to go within. And then we're going to emerge as this big, shiny butterfly, you know? So that's what it was all about. So I don't know what you thought, but I just felt the need that I had to come and spread that on here. Hi, King. So let me go through some hellos before people think I'm not, you know, not looking. So we've got 007, King. Where's the curve? Well, Tab77, Dave, Alison, JP, FE. Remember, I'm a bit dyslexic, so blood is thicker than water. Welsh Babe, hi. Did I say FE? Miss Chime. Sorry if I missed anybody out. I know Roxanne was in here before. JJ Jedi. Chris Matts. Trying to see. Alison. Have I missed anyone out? Divinity 5. Trying to go back a little bit. Mark. Cooper. Jim. Was it Jim? Jim. I'm going right back now. And anyone who might have come in, Bob, anybody who might have come in, because I'm going right back there. So hello to everybody anyway. I just had to get that out of the system. But yeah, so I don't know what you thought of that, but it totally made sense to me. And they're saying in the astrology realms, there's a lot going on this week now with energies and Emmett. Going up to the 14th is supposed to be a porthole of energy. So don't take any bad energies with you and don't take any old stuff with you, because then it's going to stick to you apparently for another 12 years. So start cutting those ties. I'm going to do a bit of meditating tonight. I'm quite looking forward to it. You know, we all get brought down by things. Like I said, if anyone saw the video, I did take down Finn being Finn, you know, and he's tired from school. And he's like, kids can get you rattled. Things can get you rattled in life. It's just, yeah, that's fine. You know, we've just got to do things after. And there's things that will always rattle us. But as long as we can look at it, contemplate and let it go and try and bring ourselves back into alignment, people who say, you know, they never get rattled, like I say, is lying. We all do. And that's part of the learning process as well. So don't worry about it. So, yes, I'm hoping you're all feeling good. Yeah, walking is, yeah, there's so many different forms of meditating. Some people sit, I draw a lot, but I want to get into the other zone of sitting and being with myself in the quiet. I tend to do that now. If I go into my bedroom later on, when the sun's setting, it just seems, because a lot more light comes at the front of my house when the sun's setting. That's beautiful. I just love catching the end of that sun. And that's what I like. And if I close my eyes, I always see like a red and then a sort of Tiffany blue colour, and then yeah, it goes into a purple. And it's here that I see it in the middle, like your mind's eye, third eye. Mighty Atom. Hi Dolly, did you see my message about tarot reading? No. What, in chat? On this chat? Oh, what am I doing? This chat, if you've just said it on this chat now, you might have to do it again, because I can't scroll back. Yesterday, what on my channel? I don't know, I'll have to have a look. Because sometimes I get chat that it says someone's made a comment and I go back and I can't find it. I understand and found the truth, etc. But so many years of programming, people around me, I feel like I still can't break free from this matrix. We're still a part of it. It's just learning to be in it. And I just see a lot more people waking up, and people think there isn't. Someone said yesterday on someone's channel, there's not. There is. There's loads of people waking up. There's a silent majority as well. I just say hold the faith, you know, in yourself. It's coming. Another post channel. Oh, I don't know. Someone was looking for a reader. Oh, I'm not a reader as in a professional thingy. I just see what I see in the cards. Sometimes I don't go off what the cards actually say. They say I try to do it intuitively now because I've always been one of them as a kid. I don't like being controlled, and I don't like I like put my own finger in it, which we should be. It's our intuition, but sometimes I'll try and think what I think the card's saying, and I'll go back and see what the book's saying, and normally it's along them lines. They might just put different, a lot more words in or something. But basically, the ones I looked at today off my own back were definitely, which the three were, don't even know where that one's gone now. Oh yeah, were, if anyone's just come in, the 10 of Stones, which is earthy anyway, and we've got to go and ground and, crystalline energy. We have crystalline divine, number 9, feminine. Earthing's very good, grounding yourself. The 5 of mirrors, and we're reflecting a lot, and people reflecting on us. It's all about mirrors and, what I talked about before. Then we've got the divine child. We are all the divine child. She's got a little paint palette there because we create our own reality. We are the creators of ourselves. So, it's all good. I talked about that at the beginning, and then obviously the one that came out yesterday was justice, and justice is coming. The old ways are falling down, like with the Kali card. People get, people judge things for looking a bit odd or different when, it's a scary card. No. Breaking down, getting to the roots and the systems that are breaking down, and your karmas, letting cycles go, closing your physical eyes, the programming, and opening your inner eye, third eye, mind's eye, and let's bring a new way in. But people are scared of change. People are scared of change. We need a change. We all know this. So there is a change coming. So don't be scared of it. It's going to be different, but it's going to be better than what we've had. So yeah, I'm like, thank you. Yes, the Great Awakening is flow. God, it's in flow everywhere. There's still bits and bobs that I resonate with. Some people saying certain stuff about, certain bits. But like I said, take what's relevant to you and put it in your backpack and get rid of the stuff that's been weighing you down. Refill it with something useful. Get rid of the baggage that's been weighing you down. Now's the time to get rid of relationships, I'm sorry, that don't benefit you. Friendships, jobs, anything that just doesn't benefit you. If it's something that's making you feel crap, you need to pull that string on that bag, like it's got an unloading thing on the bottom of your bag. You pull a string and the load comes out. Unload all that shit and fill it up with something better. It's scary, but meeting new people and new friends. I've met loads of new people, through here, but actually met them in real life. I'm part of people's lives now that hopefully I will be, for a very long time, maybe a lifetime. Sometimes we just have people that come along in your life to help you on your path, be part of it, but it doesn't mean they're there forever. Some people are there for a day, a month, a year, a couple of years, forever. Some people are just there, and they're there for the time that they're needed. So good advice. The missus is going tomorrow, new job tomorrow. The missus is going tonight, new job tomorrow. Well, don't tell them I said that. You know what I mean. Or if you're in a relationship where you're both sort of looking at things, maybe you could bring a new way in and enjoy that together. And because I know it's hard if you're in a relationship and someone's not bouncing off the same sort of thing, and it is quite like bashing your head on a wall or something. But I like connecting with different souls. People's egos make them worry about how others perceive them. Exactly, and this is what I'm seeing going on just before I go about people in the YouTube community. They say unities, they shouldn't be connecting. Yeah, it's all about connecting. We are human beings that love to connect. It's what we're meant to do. If we were meant to be born and not connect, there would just be like one person in the whole wide world. Do you know what I mean? We love sharing, caring, and processing stuff, connecting, building things together, which we will do in the new world. It's like, who wouldn't want to do that? That's why I'm on YouTube. It's not the fact that the stuff that I go on about. I just love talking and connecting. It's what we are. Yeah. And it's the ego that stops people from letting go of stuff and just being like, oh, well, maybe, you know, that's the way they see it. That's good. I see it this way. But maybe there'll be a bit of a resonance somewhere along the way. Or maybe, like I said, people who hold stuff to the T and never move on have been the same since they were, I don't know, a teenager or something. You evolve from when you're a baby. You change all the time. I'm not the same person I was when I was 21. People said you can. Oh no, you might feel like you're 21 in energy, because I feel as young as I was when I was 21 in energy wise. But the things that I might have thought about then or did are not what I am now, because I moved away from that. I moved away from people, from situations. People move away from stuff. So if you're not doing that, if you're someone who's just carrying on, never evolving, never looking outside, never having an open mind to anything, I think there's a problem there, in a sense of, you know, why would you not want to look at things different? But people get stuck in their ego. They're scared of looking silly. They're scared of talking out about stuff. They're scared of looking a bit mad. You know, they want to be the, oh, oh, look at me, I'm a peacock, sort of thing, puff me feathers out and all that. Can't have people thinking I've gone a bit soft or anything, can there? Who wants to live like that? It's like people keeping up the Joneses who always have to put pretense on all the time. And I know people, they have to lie about certain situations to make themselves look like, they've come across a lot of people like this. Oh, I'm part of this in my job. Well, really, they're not. Who you living for? That person trying to make out you something you're not. Who are you living for? Live for yourself. So what? I went to bed last night sketching in bed. Some people might think that's sad. I was just like, this chills me out. This is really nice. I wasn't sat there watching a film. I was just scribbling away in bed, chilling out with a brew. That's me. Some people go, well, that's boring. Well, frigging hell, brilliant. I'm not one of them that, you know, I've evolved a bit more now. I'm not that of a young spring chicken. I'm not out every weekend getting drunk, because what does that do? Nothing. Gives you a hangover. Does it bring you anything? No, not really. So you do move away from stuff. Evolve. Love. Yeah, love is evolve, spelt the other way around. And that's what it is. If you're not evolving, you're not coming into love. If you're not love, you're not evolving. I think it's funny watching neighbours keeping up with the others. Oh, God, it's so sad, isn't it? But that's where I'd be. If I was sat in a cafe now, I'd just be like, are we people watching? Let's just see if we can figure out who's who. And I don't mean in a, like, I know we say don't judge, but they call them the pod people. It's like, oh my God, just be who you want to be. Stop keeping up the Joneses. Like someone said, they had a job, they got all right money, and then they got a pay rise, and then they were still moaning about money, because then they had to buy more and more things, you know, and put things up. So then they still felt like they had no money. But if they weren't chasing all the time, they wouldn't feel like that, keeping up with the Joneses. Oh, it's just ridiculous. Heidi, love this chat when I can catch it. Take care of all. Oh, thank you, Divinity 5. Yeah, well, I'm going to go now because I've been waffling for a bit. I just hope you all sort of get what I was saying. So I've just decided not to get myself in these little silly little conversations with people, especially in the YouTube world of things, because I'm just going to sit back and start going, yeah. Not unless it's a chat like this where you're in a bit more of a positive realm, because there's people out there who do it on purpose to try and get you to snap, so then they'll take little pictures of what you said, because apparently they never get angry. But it is quite funny when you look at it, you're like, do these people not realize we know what they're doing? You know, maybe they've been reading a few psychology books or something, and they know how to rub people up the wrong way. It's like, yeah, we see you. Yeah. But that thing as well, Miss Chime, is I'm like that, but also that what people have got to realise as well before we go, you've got to set healthy boundaries. I've learned that's one of my massive things that I've had to learn. Still learning. You have to set boundaries up. And this is why people go on about the outside world as, oh, when I'm travelling around, we've had to have borders. Well, you have to have healthy boundaries. At the minute, with the way a lot of people are, you have to have boundaries, and you have to have boundaries in yourself as your energy field as well, because people will just suck it right off you. Some people don't even know they're doing it. Oh, hi, Maggie. Well, I'm going now, so if you just come in, you'll have to go back. And to everyone that's been in chat, everybody. I'm not reading everybody's name. I'm just saying everybody that's there. You know, keep positive. Any of you going to Kidderminster, I'll be there. You know, just listening to everybody and hopefully talking to a few people on the subject I like to talk about, which is the sort of other side of the realm, you know, energies and stuff. So yeah, I shall see you hopefully. What day is it today? Tuesday. I'm just trying to think. Tuesday. One day this week about certain the law of one sort of thing. I think I'm just. I was looking for something, but I can't find it. So, yeah, I better get this stuck on this T-shirt when I finished it, and hopefully I can wear that on Saturday. Not Saturday, Friday when I go down. Yeah, so I'll see you all later. Yeah, I just felt like I needed to pump some positivity out, you know, because I get a bit cute sometimes. But like I said, if you know that you're if you can see it, you can transmute it, can't you? Have a good day. Yes, you all have a good day as well. Sunno Seal and everybody in chat. I shall see you, New Zealand in the house. Oh yeah, yeah. So I will see you soon. Try and go live. I will try and go live at some point, hopefully. I'm going to try and enjoy the experience, but I'm going to try and. Someone said you could have done interviews. I might just sort of go hi, blah, 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 blah. But I will be telling you all about it anyway. But I've got to go, and I shall see. Oh, I'm looking for the button again. What's that? I always do this. You think I'd know by now? They all the colour protect you. Yay. So, I'm sorry, I'm just looking for something. I'm just looking for a card. I'll do you all one of the Nature's Whispers. Thank you. Yeah, I've actually bothered doing my hair. I've not straightened it, but you know, most people know my hair's naturally curly. I'm still getting to that, like, oh, I need to dye it. Don't dye it. Dye it. Should I put henna on it? No. Should I? No. Don't know. Just, ooh, I don't know. No, I've not got the sun. I've not been out because they've been doing my garden. It's finished now. Yay. No, this isn't flat iron. This is just blown straight. It's not had flat irons on it. It's too wiggly for flat irons. I don't really like flat irons, but, you know, burns your hair. Yeah, love when you say you're going and you're on for 30 minutes. I know. Yeah, my hair's all right. It's just getting a grey in it. You can't, well, you can see it actually, but oh, I'm like, let it in, and then I'm like, I do like my brown hair. Then I'm like, hair dye, hair dye. I've got henna, but it's just a rigmarole of going through it all, dyeing your hair. Oh, it's shiny as too, dolly. Yeah, it's because I've bothered doing something with it. It looks open. Yeah, it has gone a bit lighter. Is that why he's saying about the sun? It depends. If I come on at night, it looks a lot darker, but it is actually this light. It's not as dark as it comes across on camera. It comes across as black sometimes, even though I was always dark-haired. Just henna with fingertips on the grey strands. Ah, yeah. I was looking into it, but I've got a henna brown one, but henna gives you that tinge of red, doesn't it? And I'm not really, yeah. I don't know. Or otherwise, it's just going to have to go grey. 48, totally grey. Yeah. Yeah, but then you don't have to dye it, do you? Right, waiting for a card here. Oh. Right, one's turned over, so. Oh, wow. These were the ones that fell that way, and this was the one that fell out. Very appropriate because it's 3. 3 is a magic number. Celebrate differences. Well, we were talking about everyone learns in a different way, and look what's in the middle. We were talking about when we're born as a baby. There's a Fibonacci There's a spiral of life. The baby in the middle. We evolve by going round and round and round and spiraling up, maybe. That is, if we're always growing. If you're not growing and moving and flowing, I don't know what you're doing. You see the infinity sign here, Aurora Borealis lights, everything's going on in that picture. Yes, so a beautiful card to finish off on. If you're set in your ways, you're not really growing, so hey, I am off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. So come on, Toto, where have you gone? Man, Jack the Bird, that you'll have to do. So yeah. I can't get off. Where's the cursor thing? Oh my god. Oh, I can't do it. So I can't get off. Right, where? Right there. Oh, I'm still waiting for the book on the Dark Crystal. It's still not come. I think I must have been getting it from America because it's still not here. I'm waiting, and then I'm going to do the chat on the Dark Crystal. So see you later, guys. Bye. Oh.